Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be kind of short. It's just, I thought I'd show you how to make my homemade jalapeno poppers. It's a great Christmas Eve, Christmas type snack for everybody, and it tastes delicious. So yeah, I already made a few of them, but I'm going to go ahead and show you from start how to make them. Alright guys, so first we're going to start out this video with little safety tips and everything so that you guys don't harm yourselves or get injured or anything in this video. So what you will need for this is you will need obviously jalapenos. You'll need some cheddar cheese. I mean, you can use any type of cheese, just make sure you know the consistency and how much you need to put in the jalapenos when you're making these. But otherwise, you know, cheddar cheese works just fine. Next, you will need a quarter teaspoon scooper, usually just for measurements and stuff, but this is going to help out a lot. You're going to need a small sharp blade for cutting the jalapenos, and me, I'm just using a big butcher knife. You can, well, not butcher knife, but you can use any kind of knife to cut cheese or whatever, but I'm just using this one to cut cheese. Next, you will need some toothpicks. Those will help the bacon go in. You'll need some bacon, obviously. And pretty much that's all you'll need to make these. Now, I caution everybody in this video, I can't caution this enough because I already burnt the crap out of my eye. Wear gloves. Take 2 seconds to wear gloves, because if you touch these jalapenos and you touch any part of your body, it's gonna feel really bad. So, yes. So there's gloves, but make sure before you have gloves to go ahead and wash your hands with any kind of soap. I use dish soap because it's actually, I think it's more effective than real soap. But yeah, with that being said, after you're done with all of this, it's just all that mess is going to turn into a beautiful jalapeno popper. So, one thing you should always do when making or using spicy food is to wear gloves, because I got jalapeno in my eye and it is jalapeno my business. So it burns. So yeah, caution before making these. Use gloves. Alright, so we're here. We got our jalapenos, we got our cheddar cheese, and we have bacon, which is behind the camera. So first thing you want to do, just take your knife. I've already cut this one, and you just cut the top off. That's the first thing you need to do. Now for this part, you're going to see that there is a white circle pretty much around here. You want to go ahead and cut that out. Very gently though, because you could cut through and accidentally either slice yourself or you could ruin the jalapeno. This one's being a jerk. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, then the top middle should just pop right out just like that. So now you got the big chunk. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to slice it from the top all the way to the bottom. So gently take your knife like this and just gently cut it all the way down. Now open it just a little bit to where it doesn't snap completely in half, so you can see all those beautiful seeds and everything. Sorry if my voice and everything's a little weird. That really did burn my eye. Alright, now you're going to take, I just have a 1/4 tablespoon, or I have a 1/4 teaspoon little measuring cup, and what I like to do is, you have the lines, you have those are called backbones really, and so you want to take those and just scrape those out along with all the seeds that you can. It'll get a little messy though, because they like to fling around the seeds, not the backbones. Alright, as you can see, I took out the backbones, mostly. You don't have to take them out all the way. And I left the little seeds there. A good way to actually get the seeds out and stuff is you just tap it from the big end down, and it should get almost all the seeds perfectly out. That's a good tip that I have acquired. Then just make sure there's no seeds, so it's all nice and clean like this, just the shell. And then you're good. Now you want to cut some cheese. Now, you also want to make sure that you have enough cheese to where it stuffs it, but not too much. So, I suggest that you cut, I'll show you in a second. You want to cut a slice, pretty thick, and cut it into 4s. Now what you want to do is just take the cheese and slide them on in there. Now, this one will actually only need about 2 slices of cheese, which is fine. You don't need, a gigantic amount. Alright, so now we got 3 slices of cheese. You want to make sure that if you close it, it'll leave about, I don't know, a centimeter or 2. And there you go. There's your first semi-jalapeno popper. Alright guys, so we got our bacon. What you're going to want to do, make sure you have toothpicks along with this. Got the toothpicks. Alright, so pretty much you're going to start from the top of your jalapeno. You're just going to lay it on there and kind of tight, but not too tight, just wrap it all the way around. Kind of overlap it about, like I said, a couple centimeters, maybe 2 or 3 centimeters, until you get all the way down. And voila, there is one jalapeno popper. Now you can also, remember you could also, if you don't like the top and the bottom being open, you could also wrap that in duct tape, but it's kind of not necessary, because look how beautiful that looks. That looks freaking delicious for all you hot lovers. Also, so right now I kind of I don't have the kind of cheese that I want. I really want a Gouda cheese for this, but we have cheddar, so that works too. But just make sure, a good thing for having the top open is that you could look up in it and you could see what you can do, because see, I already wrapped it, so nothing's going anywhere, and I just added a couple more pieces of cheese to make sure that it would be nice and cheesy on the inside. But so to prepare for the oven, you're going to take your toothpicks, you're going to find where you originally started, and you're just going to poke it through, and the texture should keep it in place.
Christopher?
Just like that.
Need your help.
Just straight through.
Cracking eggs.
And you want to kind of do that with the whole thing, just different points every way, which way downwards. And all we're doing is just stabilizing the bacon so that it won't go anywhere when we put it in the oven. Now if you look here. Oh crap, this angle is weird. But damn, look how nice that is. That is beautiful. So we got one. I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the rest of the 12. We should have some jalapeno poppers. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of iffy, last minute thing, but I thought I should share this with you because this is a really good way to celebrate the holidays and just eat and everything. So catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.
Did you tell them how to clean your eye out?
And I will see you guys in the next one. Hey, so I forgot to tell you guys one more thing. So, again, with these jalapeno peppers, if you like them salty, if you like them peppery, if you like them taste like steak, whatever, just know that they're good they're really delicious plain, but also if you wanted to, you can go ahead and put your own kinds of seasonings on them. What I did was I went ahead and put on this urban cheese blend from Papa Murphy's. It is actually really good, and so that'll give it a little bit of flavor and everything in case the jalapenos don't come through with the flavor. Same with the bacon. But then I also put a tiny bit of salt because, you know, I'm experimenting, but I'm pretty sure the salt would taste good. But only put, like, I beg this enough. If you're going to put seasoning or salt or anything on it, only put a little bit because you don't want to ruin the flavor of everything else.
Yes, they are.
So